Hi there people, I'm Franklin and welcome back to Westington, and today I'm finally gonna finish the farm, and I mean it this time, not hypothetically or theoretically or metaphorically or even rhetorically, I mean finally, indubitably, demonstrably, fucking Mortal Kombat finality, finally finishing the farm. For realsies, yay verily. Also, I went into the settings for the first time in months and I realized that you can change your skin, as well as make the hotbar here transparent. Also, I just realized how silly it is that I'm wearing a tuxedo, working on a literal goddamn farm. There's really not much left to do for this house here. I just need to make a couple rooms and add in a bunch of decorations. So for this stairwell, I'm gonna put a wall here because I don't want to fall off and die when I go up and down stairs. Technically, this is not my house. I'm making this for some fictional guy that I'm like hallucinating because I guess the isolation's just making me like fucking schizophrenic in this world. There's no other humans, there's just pigs and sheeps and fucking green things. So yeah, that's why I put a wall here, so you don't just, fall off and die and break an ankle. You already break your back enough working outside in the farm all day. Wow, that actually ate up a lot of room in this house. That ate up way more room than I was expecting. So I put a little log beam here and that looks way better. Looks very, I don't know, very quaint I guess, very mid-century. I should start moving some of that furnaces and crafting table and stuff into the kitchen. Then I can... I'm gonna bring the iron inside and make a refrigerator. Why am I breaking the furnace with an axe? Am I retarded? Okay, so this is the kitchen. I'm thinking of a interesting design. I don't know how kitchens are actually made. I don't pay attention to them. How about I remove the window from this side and I make this the big oven side, so there's gonna be like a double stacked oven, which is just two furnaces, right next to a refrigerator, and I think that's gonna be just fine. So so the oven goes here, and I guess the refrigerator would go there. One thing I forgot to mention is that I've also been mining a lot of iron, so that's really good. I actually need iron all the time, and I have so much of it now, so I can just waste it all I want. So I think I've seen this, people do this on the web, so it's like 2 iron blocks and an iron door. Yeah, these are brand new blocks to me. As you can see, there's a little pop-up that says you've never seen this stuff before. Okay, so we got 2 ovens, a refrigerator, and a crafting table. I guess the rest of this needs to be counter space. I guess I would need a stove. So for the stove top, actually the crafting table kind of looks like a stove top, like a wooden one. I guess I could just make another one of those. I do have plenty of wood. There we go, you got 2 crafting tables right in the middle, and that's a stove, allegedly. And I have this extra furnace, which I don't know what to do with this. I guess this can be the stove here. So this is like, that's not what I meant. So I'm thinking putting this furnace facing the opposite way so you don't see the actual oven part. And then a stone slab on top. No, that's way too big. That's way too big to be a stove top. I'll just do that. I'll just make another one and pretend that's like this stone is just a giant stovetop. Or pretend that this is a griddle where you can make hamburgers on. Sure. Alright, so that's the kitchen. Very basic, I guess. Well, I do need to make storage, right? I need to make cupboards. And that's pretty easy. I just need some chests. So this can be like a cupboard. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Then on top, there's still some empty space, which I don't like. You can't put chests next to each other, so I can't fill it, I can't put like another chest over there. I'll just put wood here. Actually, no, I have a good idea. Instead of just boring old wood, I'm gonna make bookshelves. Because thanks to this farm, I can now make books. So these are the very first bookshelves I'm ever making in my world. And then we can pretend that these are like recipe books. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. This bottom floor is meant to be the, the living room. So I'm gonna need like a couch, obviously. In fact, I got wool right here. I need a... Oh, it's nighttime, though. Oh, fuck. I was gonna say, I need I was gonna get some red dye from red roses, which I actually don't think I have any roses. But I wanted to make a red couch, which I think would look quite nice. I'm gonna use white wool for now, I guess. But I have an idea on how you can make a sofa. This is how you make a sofa. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. That does look quite like a sofa. I just don't know if it's a good spot to be right there. Maybe on this wall? I'll figure it out. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Next thing I want to make is a fancy chair. We're gonna have like a big fancy chair, let's say right here. So now we got this, right? And my idea is to have a door. And that's the chair. Okay, that doesn't look that good if you ask me. So, I'm not gonna... I just realized how little I actually break doors in this world. What, you want in? Come here, I'm gonna murder you. You're so loud. Thank you. The door idea was kind of a bust, but I think I might have another idea on how this could work. That actually gets the effect down quite well. I'm actually quite surprised. 2 chairs facing the fireplace. Very cozy. I should put a coffee table here. That's looking pretty good. Yeah. It's like a little coffee table. You put your stuff on it, your drinks, your books, your coffee. I think the next thing I need to do for the lower floor here is a dining table, which should be quite simple. Most dining tables are in front of the kitchen, so it's gonna be right here. So we got a big table right here. Let's make it even bigger. Yeah, that's like the table shape. Tables are usually rectangular, not square. At least the ones I've seen in most homes. Oh, looks very nice. Very populated already, this downstairs room. And also, I guess that placement for the couch is the only placement because there's no room left for it. So I'm just gonna keep it there. Next thing I want to do is the bookshelf. Looks alright, I guess, but it looks kind of weird. Just being this kind of small little thing in the corner like that. I guess I'll just kind of follow this stair shape, huh? So it's gonna be a weird triangular bookshelf. Very modern, very artisanal, I guess. How many blocks is this? Here we go, we got a weird bookshelf. Very weird indeed. I guess the thing I should put here is some paintings, huh? Oh yeah, I like that. Because, like, that's really fitting. There's like 15 spiders outside my house, and a creeper. Well, let's find some more, yeah, sure, that one looks like the desert outside, when you look outside your window. And there's one more empty block. No, I don't want the same painting. That's also like a desert image. Okay, so 2 desert images next to a spider and a guy. The downstairs is thoroughly decorated, I would say. So the top floor here is going to be made up of multiple rooms, unlike the bottom floor. So this is going to be a bathroom, I guess a toilet can go. Actually, no, a bathtub can go here. And over here is the toilet and sink and mirror? I guess you could do that. This is the chimney, by the way. So, let's just do it. This farmer isn't your average farmer, no. He's part of the bourgeoisie grade of farmers. Let's continue making the walls first in hopes that the creepers just fuck off. So this room is going to be a storage room. Like, there's gonna be shelves on each side of the wall and some chests and stuff. You can keep your dusty VHSs in here. Oh! Oh, I have an idea! Oh, hell yeah! So there's this little space up there, right? And that's the ceiling and the roof, obviously. I put wool on the sides because there were stair blocks there, they let light in, they leak, and then they looked ugly. But I was gonna just keep it like this, have a really tall ceiling. But now I have an idea for a crawl space, like an attic. And this room right here is gonna have a ladder to go to the attic. God, I'm so smart. Of course, this is going to make the ceiling of this area just a tad smaller, but that's the price you gotta pay. This is the master bedroom, the only bedroom, and I'm gonna maybe rearrange some stuff because I kind of like the idea of the guy who lives here who can just overlook his stuff over here instead of walking on top of his bed. Please, for the love of God, no creepers. I don't see any. I just hear a bunch of spiders humping my walls, and that's honestly more disturbing than the creepers. There you are. It was just one spider. Oh, and he's had his fill. I guess he finished. You freak. I'm gonna remove these pieces of wool here because they're really not needed. They're just gonna be covered up entirely by the wood, for the most part, and they won't look good as part of the attic. I made the ceiling here wool because I was gonna have a really tall ceiling before and it looked better with wool, but now that it's an attic, it needs to be wood, which is what attics are made out of. Wood. Also, I think the whole time I've actually been saying addict, as in like a alcohol addict, not attic. So before I do anything, let's just do a very basic thing and make some ladders here, so we can get into the attic. I'd say 4 blocks is enough, or 4 ladders. There we go, and I could put trapdoor like that. Actually, it makes more sense if it was the other way. Beautiful, ain't it? Very beautiful. This is a very apt attic. I keep saying attic. Attic. There's one more detail I want to add to this attic, and that is support beams, because I think it'd be cute. It actually looks like a real attic. Very nice indeed. Okay. So the attic is done. I guess the next thing would be in here, and I'm just gonna make some basic shelves. These are just gonna be basic storage shelves. I mean, what else are you gonna do with this room? It's basically a closet. Oh, should I use stair blocks instead? Because oh yeah, stair blocks would be way better, huh? I mean, it's kind of very shallow shelves, I guess, is how you would describe that, but it looks like a shelf. That's all you need. The next thing I want to do is make the bathroom, so I'm going to need some more stone slabs to make the latrine and the bathtub. It's very simple. I'm just going to put like a bunch of stone slabs here. I want to make a little shower head, and I think I can use a lever for that, or a lever. Look at that. That's a faucet if you ever seen one, if you squint really hard. So over here is going to be the latrine, which is the toilet, by the way, if you don't know, that's what latrine means. It's a very fancy word, I know. So, I actually just kind of had a brain fart there. That represents a toilet. Actually, you know those toilets, some of them have like pull strings, right? And they're extra tall, the water compartment. I'm gonna make like that. I think that's gonna look cooler. Yeah, I like that. I quite like that. Looking good. Alright, so that is a thing, I guess. It works, it's fine. It works, right? That's the lavatory done. Looking good. The last thing I want to do that's inside the house is... The idea is I want you to be able to go towards this window here and just, you know, gaze upon your beautiful farm and just look at your crops blooming in the sun. And I don't want no bed to be in the way, so... The bed is either going to have to be on this wall or this wall. Maybe I can have the bed be like this. Yeah, again, that's weird. But it works, I'm gonna go with it, so that's the bed. And then, oh yeah, I'm gonna make some bookshelves here, why not? But let's find out, or let's figure out where I should put the crafting tables. Oh, I figured it out already. And, you know what, let's make the bookshelf part of the bed frame. Very artisanal. Very fancy. Custom-made furniture existed once, did you know that? That was a real thing. Over here, I guess, could be a desk. So this is a desk up against the wall, and this is your stool. This is where the farmer writes his notes, I guess, writes letters to people. It's looking less like a bedroom and more like a New York apartment. Like the entire thing. This is your entire house. Alright, let's do a house tour. Oh, that looks good! That looks so good! Like, you can see the interior now through the windows. That looks amazing. Anyway, so here is the farmhouse, the farmstead, whatever you want to call it. A mini mansion, McMansion, just a lot of names for it. There's the front of it, looking good. Let's go inside. Oh, hell yeah. That looks so good. I'd live here in real life if I could. Here's the kitchen, here's the fridge, and the ovens, and the chest, and, you know, stuff you need. There's the fireplace. There is this block called netherrack where you can have fire burn indefinitely, but I haven't found diamonds yet, and I might try and find them next time. Anyway, here's the upstairs. Nice little hallway. Here's a little storage room with a shelf and a way into the attic. There's the attic. I keep saying attic. Attic. Here's the bedroom. Looking good. Very tight. Very New York. Then, over here is the bathroom. Looks good, doesn't it? I like the toilet. Looks very good. So that is the interior done. Now I just gotta finish the exterior. So as I was gathering stone for the final mile of the build, I was thinking about the roof design, right? And I wasn't quite happy with it. And I think the reason is that the stair blocks just kind of look weird. I think they're a no-go. So I'm gonna use like full blocks and a lot of slabs specifically. So let's get started on that, shall we? Before I replace these wretched stair blocks, I'm going to redo the roof just a tiny bit. By that I mean I'm gonna make it more amorphous, because right now it's all just stone slab blocks as full blocks, just kind of loosely connected to each other. They're not really connected, right? They're like pixels, and usually pixels don't look connected when they're like this. So I have a bunch of slabs. I think I can make this like what is it? The silhouette of the roof look more connected by just doing this. And yeah, look at that. It looks way more connected. So let's just kind of go around and, you know, add that here and there as I please. So like this. Then I'm gonna have to spend the next goddamn decade of my life breaking these stair blocks. I also have an idea to modify the shape of the roof, and I'm gonna add 3 stone slab blocks here because I'm trying to replicate a Dutch barn roof kind of look. And I think that that helps like that. Alright, Now before I go and destroy most of the roof, let me take a look at what the silhouette looks like now. Oh yeah, that looks way more like a farmhouse. That is beautiful. That is very, very beautiful. I'm actually very happy with how that looks. Thanks, past me, for putting all these stairs here. Now I'm gonna spend the rest of my life breaking them. Oh my god, that was just the first little bit. This is gonna be annoying. I hope the wood is faster. It's not faster, it's the same speed. Oh, well, sort of luckily, breaking wood stairs turns them into wood blocks, which is a terrible deal, by the way. That's just an absolutely shit deal. You spend like, what, 6 wood to make 1 stair block, and you get 1 wood back when you break it. But in this instance, it's kind of useful because I gotta replace all the stair blocks with wood blocks. Oh. Alright, progress report before I continue my torture. Looks good. Looks very good. A bit thick on the cobblestone part, but you know what? It works. I'm happy with it. So let's continue. Oh, fuck. One of my ideas to remove all of these stair blocks with major consequences would be to light it on fire, but most of the top floor is wool, so that was a terrible idea. This is literal fucking torture. It ain't no joke, your bonding has been revoked. Grown. Oh, what year is it, man? Feel like I've been doing this for centuries, man. Ooh. Oh, man, someone's cooking eggs in here. That one side took forever. Oh. Oh, it's still gotta do underneath there, too? Are you... If I were a rich man, yada-dee-dee-dee-doo-dee-da-dee-dee-doo-da-dee-dum. Fiddler on the Roof, by the way, that's why I was singing it. That was a fitting title. Zibwa. Mad. Jingle bells, Franklin smells, set all his time to waste. Yes! Oh! Feels so good to see something come into fruition. I gotta do this first, actually, hold on. Yes! Oh! Alright, there's only one last thing I need to do for the outside part here, and that would be fence posts for the patios. Oh my god. Is it true? Is it real? I finally finished the house? Oh, and it looks so good. Oh, that looks damn good. So, the last thing I want to do is the water tower. Now, I was planning on making this, like, giant, right? And I do want it to be quite sizable. I'm gonna scale it back just a tiny bit because, God, I don't want to run out of stone again and just be like, oh, I'm not done, I lied, I'm a liar. I'm gonna make it 4 blocks wide. I was gonna do 5 blocks, but I think that's too big. And I think 3 blocks would be too small, so 4 blocks feels reasonable. Technically, it's 7 blocks because of these corners, but I feel like that's too big still. I guess I can do 5 blocks because instead of having it be a, perfect square, it's a water tower. Water towers aren't square, so it's gonna be a 3 block kind of thing here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Let me make it a square because it's gonna have a square base, a rotund main part, and the legs are gonna be an extra block wide, and they're gonna go up like that. We got nice little legs here. And now we can finally do the rotund part of the thing, the actual water container. Oh boy, we're getting monsters here and there already. Very convenient. Get rid of you. I have plenty of arrows. Goodbye. Goodbye. There we go. What was I doing? I was making a thing, yeah. Oh, look at these fine chaps, eh? Get rid of them. Ah, you can't get up here because you're stupid. So how tall do I want the actual water container of this thing to be? Not too tall, of course, but just tall enough to be seen. Alright, I think that is actually quite tall enough. Next thing I need to do is just make the little kind of roof, little cone roof that these things have. Which should be quite simple. Very simple, in fact. Looking pretty good. Let's make it another block taller. Like more of a sharper cone. Where is that asshole, huh? Where's that little bonehead? There you are. Ah, there you go. It feels good. Okay. So, that's that. That is done. I'm just gonna make sure. Oh boy, attracting a very large crowd of people here. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? What happened? Look at this. They ruined my thing. Oh, well, actually none of the water tower was hurt. Okay, never mind. I'm somewhat okay. There's only one more leg to put up here, and that's the third leg, which I don't think is a leg. I've actually never seen a water tower up close. I've only seen them as like a distant concept. I'm pretty sure most people have actually seen them that way. But I'm pretty sure this little third leg in the middle, that I've seen some have, are less legs and more just like how you get the water out of it. Like they're plumbed into plumbing. Oh yeah, now that is a water tower of a sort. You know, I'm happy with the shape of it. I just think I made it too short, which is a damn shame. But I think I'll just fix that off camera. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I just don't want to do it right now. So I'm gonna make it like, I don't know, make the legs 4 blocks taller. Or like, I mean 2 to 3 blocks taller. And then I think that then it will look more proportionate. For now, that works as like a little chibi water tower. So the last thing I'm going to do today, which is the absolute most final thing, would be to plant a bunch of wheat seeds. Then I am, without a shadow of a doubt, done with this place. Now, of course, that doesn't mean I'm like completely, just ontologically done with this farm, right? Like, the entire essence of the farm, it's done, it's set in stone, never gonna change again, it's as stubborn as a mule. No. I am going to upgrade the farm in the future. Now, that would entail a tree farm area and an area where I can try and farm, like flowers, so I can make dye. And I can always expand the farm out towards the, whatever that direction is, east or west or like north, I think. And I can always expand it out that way in case they add any more crops to the game. The only issue I see with this farm right now is that, I think the animals are just gonna be able to just completely ruin it, you know? Because they're just gonna like spawn here, you know, just manifest out of nothingness and just trample all over my tilled dirt and then ruin everything. You may be thinking the reason why I'm growing this much wheat is because I need it, but actually no, I don't. The pigs provide me enough food every day. I have so much meat. The cup runneth over with meat. So I don't really need this wheat. I just need it to, I'm using it as like a decorative lettuce. You know, they have those, right? Oh my god, that looks so good. Oh, I'm so happy with how this turned out. As I said before, I am going to expand the farm. I'm gonna have a cactus farming section, a tree farm section, and whatever crops they might add in the future, I'm gonna add it on like that side over there. And this side is gonna be more wheat. I'm just too lazy to actually do it. But yeah, it's done. Like, the farmhouse is done. The water tower is kind of done. I just gotta make it taller. And I'm also gonna do more sugarcane, like, around the shore and call it the, Sugarcane Shore. Perfect name. Because I just think it looks cool like that. It makes it, I don't know. It just gives, I don't know how to describe it. It just looks cool. I'm back on my balcony because I want to see what it looks like. Oh, and it looks so fucking cool. Well, there is not much more to say, so I guess I'd say if you have any ideas of your own for what I can build next time, please go ahead and leave them down below. I do read the comments, I just don't respond. But other than that, thanks for watching. Goodbye.